Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Windback, and on today's episode of Heroes of the Storm, we're going to be playing Kaelthas, everyone's favorite fire mage that I don't really ever play at all. It's probably been years. Physically, literally, metaphorically, whatever kind of number of years since I played the character. It's nuts. But that's not to say that Kaelthas doesn't have his own moments, so it is a YouTube after all. A YouTube video. It is the YouTube as well. That's what it'd be doing. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe your heart out. I will do my best to do this character justice and tell you the best way that I know how to play him. Kaelthas is, by and large, an immobile mage with a lot of damage, but is easily diveable, so paying attention to what it is that you're doing, where you're standing, and how you need to target things is really important. Our abilities, we're going to start off with our trait. It's called Verdant Spheres, and Kaelthas' next ability is going to be Empowered. So, what this means is that all of our abilities do one thing on their own, but if we hit the D key before we use those abilities, they get special properties. And it'll show you what those special properties are. Oh my god. The Living Bomb taking out the Illidan just feels so right. What those special properties are is going to be outlined in all the abilities. So we'll start with Flame Strike. After 1 second, we're going to deal 373 damage at level 2, and Verdant Spheres is going to increase the radius of this ability by 50%, which is significant. This does not increase the damage, however, so if you are the type of person to hit your D and then hit your Q on a minion wave, that's bad. Don't do it. I'll tell you how to efficiently clear waves with this character once we get all the abilities out of the way, but DQ is usually never the correct combination. Oh my god, he just can't kill me because my Brightwing is paying so much attention to my Elven Fire cape and dog. Anyway, our W is called Living Bomb. Deal 142 damage at level 3 over 3 seconds to an enemy. After that, they are going to explode for 242 damage to all nearby enemies. Other heroes damaged by this explosion are also affected by Living Bomb, though the secondary explosions cannot spread. Verdant Spheres makes this ability cost no mana and have no cooldown. So really what you want to be doing as much as you possibly can is using your D on your Living Bomb, because you get 2 casts of it, and you can put that on 2 people or minions in any given situation, because you can't Living Bomb a target that is already Living Bombed, so keep that in the back of your head. Just like there, we got basically instant clear on that camp, because we could put 2 Living Bombs down on it, they'll spread the damage to each other, and then obviously our Cho'Gall on it too, but we did it instantaneously. It was really, really good. Oh my, Diablo does not want to let the Cho'Gall go, huh? And the Cho'Gall is just not. No fucks given. Just zero, absolutely zero fucks given. Our Cho'Gall is here to punch and intimidate. And Illidan's gonna go on the Cho'Gall. Even with his small amount of health, I think my full health bar is still probably lower, and I'm still easier to kill. But I appreciate you ignoring me in the back. I love dealing damage completely unaffected by the enemy team. Ooh, and we're going to get out with the entire fort wall down. It looks like that top camp might need a little bit of help pushing backwards. I don't know if we're going to trade the entire wall. Oh, Samuro instantly cleansed my Living Bomb. I don't know if that is a good thing for him to do, but at the same time, whatever, I guess we got his clones. Our E is called Gravity Lap. Stun the first enemy hit for 1 second. Enemy meaning mercs, minions, heroes, whatever the ability hits. It's going to hit it and stun it unless it's a building, or it can't be stunned, in which case you've just wasted the ability. But I don't know why we're fighting so hard over the... I don't know why the enemy team is fighting so hard over that camp. Sub 100 health we got down to there, and that is a single Brightwing fart worth of healing, so I'll take it. Don't shit on the Brightwing passive healing, even though I really don't like Brightwing. I'm not allowed to complain about it as much anymore because the percentage healing that you're getting from Hypershift is so insanely fucking ridiculous. It's basically an ancestral. So the character is nuts. As long as we're not playing hyper-aggressive all the time. Oof, look at that. Look at all that fucking health back and the shield. It's a Cho'Gall. That is busted. That combination together is busted. But we've got 2 ult choices with Kaelthas that are going to be flame-related, yet do very, very, very different things. Our first ult choice is Phoenix. It's just going to put a big circle down, deal 107 damage to enemies along the way, and then the Phoenix is going to persist and shooting out. So when you throw it out, it does a little line worth of damage, and then it's going to spit fire out once it lands in the circular area. So it's very good at area control. Really good at dealing damage in like clumped up spaces, which is nice. It's probably the more effective of the 2 ults, but when you look at an ability like Pyroblast, how do you not pick it? After 1.5 seconds, cast a slow-moving fireball that's going to deal 1,197 damage. That's at level 8, mind you. We haven't even gotten to pick the talent yet. And that's going to happen to 1 hero, and then it's going to do about a little over half of that to enemies around as well. Absolutely amazing for deleting low health characters or characters with tiny health bars or people who just want to get up in your face thinking that they have enough ability to survive it. It's crazy. And it's also really fun because you can scream to yourself like you're powering up right before you launch it. Unless that's just a me thing, but I know we've all been there. Our talents, oh my god. This is the first that we're talking about. The talents, we're almost level 10. How long have you been waiting for these? Our level 1 talent shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, because if you have been around Heroes of the Storm for any amount of time, you know that Convection is a screaming joke. Don't ever pick it. It's bad. It's not enough damage, coupled with the amount of effort required to stack it. Oh, he's going for it. There it is. I'm going to get flipped too, because I tried to turn around and gravity lapse, but I don't care. 2-man stun as we fade away, and my Cho'Gall has arrived in order to defend the camp once again, if that needs to happen. And it doesn't look like it does. More globes for our actual level 1 talent, Mana Addict. Gathering a globe increases Kael'thas' maximum mana by 15, and once we hit 20 globes, we are going to get a shield that's activatable on our 1 key. Its shielding is going to be for 100% of our maximum mana. And the ability does continue to scale after 20, so we can collect more globes once we hit the max to make the shield bigger, which is just going to make Kael'thas enormous in the shield market. Illidan dying to the Pyroblast, Diablo dying to something else, and then we're just going to casually catch a Samuro with a gravity lapse, and he's going to teleport away. It's so much fun. Is he going to live? He is in fact going to live. Ugh. The good news is that Samuro, since he's doing so much fucking teleporting around and being a nuisance, I'm gonna get stunned by that. Ow. He hasn't actually put any relevant damage on anyone, so he's not that big a concern for us. Illidan also having a real hard time putting damage on our dainty little backline here. Oh no. Our Zul is down. Let's flame strike, fade away, run for our lives. Our healer has very small amounts of mana. It's going to be okay. We traded 1 for everyone else. I mean, we traded 1 for nothing, but the rest of our team got to live. And we're going to get a camp for free because the enemy team is super concerned about this middle vision camp. Couldn't tell you why. Doesn't make any sense to me. But here we are. Now, the talent at level 4 we're going to pick up is called Netherwind. This is going to increase Gravity Lapse's range by 30%, and when it hits a hero, it is going to refund 80 mana. the ability itself costs 90 mana, which is nuts. So, if you manage to hit either an empowered or unempowered gravity lapse, you're going to get basically the entire mana cost back, which is mind-boggling. And it just there, we hit 2 people with that bad boy, fucking all sorts of shit up. Diablo got interrupted. I got the last globe that I needed, so I can use my shield. There's Illidan. I'm going to need to use my shield right away to make sure I don't get killed by him. He's going to have to metamorphosis out because that Poison Nova was just ticking away all of his little Demon Hunter health bars. Oh my god, he still dies. Man. Enemy team not having a really fun time at all. All that dive that they have, and they still can't get to little old Kaelthas in the back. But I guess it's Cho'Gall too, so I'm very well protected. Let's see, what are the stats at? Damage, that's the important one, isn't it? Oh my god, our Joe is absolutely shredding. Literally just punching forever. Like nothing he is doing, or nothing the enemy team is doing is ever going to stop him from walking forward and slapping the shit out of them. That's insane. 6-0 already. That makes sense. Yeah, that all makes mostly sense. Yeah. Fuck. That is enough of a detour on the Cho'Gall build, but the level 4 talent, 7 talent that we're picking up is called Sun King's Fury. Living Bombs spread. Living bombs that spread to enemy heroes deal 35% more damage. And being that the enemy team has been clumping stupid hard in this game, whether it's on useless merc camps or in tight corridors where the objective is, we've been getting a lot of living bomb value. It's working really well. So we're going to stick with that train of thought, put more living bombs on people, make sure that they deal a lot of damage to each other, on top of us dealing damage to them with our other abilities. Gotta try to get away from the Illidan, and the Illidan just does not seem to realize, okay, he had Metamorphosis the whole time. Using your ult as an escape button seems good, but then there's a Flame Strike directly underneath your feet, even though you're a big scary demon, so maybe you should rethink your life priorities. Our level 10, we already talked about it, Pyroblast, there it is. Fission Bomb is going to be our 13 talent. We're going to increase the explosion radius by 20% for our Living Bomb, because even though the enemy team's clumping really hard, I just want to make sure that all of the damage spreads to them, and our 20 talent has maximum effectiveness, assuming that we make it 220. Oh my god, he's got 10% health, but that's still a ridiculous amount. So we are going to give him a double stun to peel and continue walking behind the Loopington. Nuts. Now 16, the only Living Bomb talent at 16 is going to be Ignite. Flame Strike applies Living Bomb to the enemy hero closest to its center who is not currently affected by Living Bomb. So if we manage to hit one Flame Strike, we're also going to apply a Living Bomb, and that Living Bomb is going to benefit from all of our other talents for Living Bomb. So we can essentially apply 3 Living Bombs to the enemy team. 1 for free, 1 that's going to cost us something, and 1 for a Flame Strike, assuming that they are all on separate targets. And then what that really is going to just drive home for us at level 20 is our Master of Flames. Living Bomb spreads infinitely. So the explosion from Living Bomb that passes the Living Bomb to the other people can now also pass Living Bomb again, and if the enemy team never leaves each other, they're just going to spread it forever and kill themselves. And it's really cool because this team is just begging to spread it all over the place. Oh my god, he just barely walked away from Gul'dan at the end there. I feel it. I feel it deep in my bones. I want it. Oh, gotta put that Living Bomb on the Samuro, who's gonna spread it to the Diablo, trying to face tank our Cho'Gall. Gonna give him a quick gravity lapse to get away. Illidan trying to go around the side here, but this is still basically our game. We're not in any way worried because we're 17 to 14. I've got a large shield My Cho'Gall's health bar is enormous, and I've got stuns for days. I don't care if all I had was 70 health. I already proved to the enemy team that I can walk away with no health in my bar, and they don't seem to recognize that. Also, bombs go everywhere. They just go. It's awesome. Samuro not going to get away this time. I refuse to believe, and he's gone. He's just going to clone himself out of that fucking Pyroblast, and I hate that it happened that way. I really, really, really do. Anyway, Deckard getting rooted. Can we get up to him? And there he goes. Still spreading so many bombs to the enemy team, even under their core. They just can't help but plaster each other with that fire. I mean, group hugs to keep you warm. Samuro finally dying. Thank God. Needed that little bit of catharsis at the end there. You can also set buildings on fire. The blast radius for your W gets a little bit larger, makes it easier to place, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So if they're standing next to a building, suddenly their defense is really bad. You can put it on gates, you can put it on towers, you can put it on wells, forts, core, whatever. Place a living bomb there. Watch the enemy team freak out as they accept the fire into their loins. It's nice. Yeah, I would say so. 10-0, punching people into the ground, and I didn't make it onto the board. I feel a little bit robbed. I'm not going to lie to you. But here is the build. It's got Mana Addict at 1. We've got Netherwind at 4. Sun King's Fury at 7. Pyroblast is going to be our 10 talent. Fission Bomb at 13. Ignite is our 16. Had we made it to 20, had we stopped stomping them, we would have gotten Master of Flames. Oof. I try to tell people what to build on this character, and I get the options that don't include the busted talents. And, yeah, I'm a little disappointed. But anyway, that's going to be it for Kaelthas. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. I only killed 3 people. Why did it feel like we were doing so much better than just, well, I guess Cho'Gall was getting most of the kills, but still. Kaelthas is a pretty good guy. Definitely not the highest priority on the totem pole, but still good enough to do all the stuff that he does. Also, like I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, sorry it took this long, your best way to clear the wave with Kaelthas is going to be to use one of your free living bombs on the leader minion, and then you are going to hit a normal Q on the rest of the wave, and they will all die. So you don't have to waste a big Q kind of halfway killing the wave, and then, you see what I'm saying? Less mana, more efficient. That's how you clear waves with Kaelthas. Don't waste your time using DQ. It is almost never worth it unless you want to hit multiple people with the burst damage from that ability, or maybe you want to make sure that you apply that clutch ignite. It's good. It is sparingly good, though. So, don't be that pleb. Don't hit DQ. Hit DW. There you go. Darkwing Duck, Deathwing. I'm out of words. See you later.